Hello, friends. It's Chris,
It's Zach.
and welcome to Chris and Zach Attack the News.
The news, yes, the
February
news.
2nd,
February 2nd,
2017.
2017. Attacking
And
the news.
hopefully, this speaking directly into the microphone resolves any issue of me not being too soft.
Soft. Your problem all the time, all the ladies say.
Oh, rough. 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 All right, so first up, we got that happened this week. We got Bioware announced their new IP. Well,
Yeah.
they announced they're working on a new IP.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, cool. Get excited for 2 years, a year and a half from now.
Well, about a year.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they said March 8th, 2018 is when they plan to have it released by. So what I'm thinking is E3, we might actually see some gameplay footage, or well, not gameplay footage, but maybe a cinematic,
A trailer, yeah.
some sort of trailer.
It took them so long to dump the Mass Effect Andromeda gameplay. That was like...
That's true.
Right.
That is very true.
I'm excited. Like, BioWare's cool. I love BioWare.
Oh yeah, absolutely. BioWare, they've got a lot of games behind their back. Obviously, Mass Effect, Dragon Age. They got Knights of the Old Republic, the first one.
Ooh, can we get a new one of those?
Oh, please.
Like a main series, not an MMO. Just give me a single-player game.
Yes, I would have to agree with that. And then there was one more game they made, wasn't there? Did they make Baldur's Gate?
Yeah, I think they did like those ones back in the day, like the Baldur's Gate and that kind of stuff.
All right then. Yeah, they're great.
Winter.
They're a great company. Usually, when they announce a new IP, it's typically a hit, so it's pretty exciting.
Yeah, I know like EA wants them to keep churning out hits, so of course EA is going to be putting money behind them to because they obviously want that to be a hit. So
of course,
I mean, they got EA money behind them. So yeah.
You know, I would go out on a limb to say that BioWare and EA the relationship is kind of a lot like Blizzard and Activision.
Yeah.
I mean,
people were really concerned when EA bought BioWare, like, oh, they're going to ruin the company, but I don't think they have.
No, they haven't yet. Well, they probably won't ever, but
time will tell.
Never say never.
Yeah.
Anyway, what comes out next? Oh, well, actually, we gotta keep talking about BioWare for a minute, because this new IP is actually going to be an action-adventure first and an RPG second. So its main focus is action and adventure.
Yeah.
There's not going to be a whole lot of RPG elements. So basically another Mass Effect 2.
Yeah. So, I mean, I guess I'm fine with that, because, I mean, if they give, like, a good gameplay experience first and, like, a solid game, and then the RPG elements just maybe influence some, like, maybe conversation choices in the game, or, like, what they're going to focus on, like, that will be the role-playing, instead of, like, just, like, skill points that you randomly put and stuff. So, I mean, I'm okay with it.
Yeah, I could agree with that as well. I mean, if I could say Mass Effect 2 wasn't a bad game, it was a really fucking good game. So
Had a very light.
I think we don't really have a whole lot to worry about, but
no,
we'll see. We'll see what happens at E3. Hopefully they do release something. But anyway, the next thing we got is not sure what day this happened, but Fire Emblem Heroes was released for the iOS and the Android.
Today.
Oh, that happened today. Okay.
Yeah, today.
So that happened today.
Came out. I just downloaded it. I have yet to play it though. Oh,
come on, Zach. You gotta get on top of that.
I know. Sorry. I'll play it. I'll play it tonight.
It's technically their third IP, Nintendo's third IP on mobile.
Yep.
Super Mario Run, which I've played that. That's pretty fun.
Yeah.
Until you figure out that you have to pay $10 to play it.
Yeah, and then obviously Pokemon Go was a huge hit. It's kind of faded out in more recent months, but when that came out, that was everywhere.
Oh yeah, it was. I was playing it. I think Colin was playing it for a long time too. You know, he was.
Yeah, I think like last July I played it, like when it first dropped, and I got sick of it. It's pretty bare bones.
It was at the first. You know, if they had
I mean,
some sort of battle system in it, other than
yeah,
just going to a gym and tapping your screen repeatedly.
yeah.
But
Yeah, I mean, this is like it's a pretty big win for Nintendo because they can just take their IPs and just give it to a company and be like, make a mobile game and release it and make millions of dollars. So
oh
I guess
yeah,
that's cool. Because I mean, Nintendo has obviously so many IPs that they can dig into and release. So I mean, it's like we could see, I mean, all of their IPs come mobile in some form.
mm-hmm.
So I mean, that's good.
That's good. So, I mean, yeah, that is really good.
More games, yay!
More games where we don't have to spend $300 to play it. You know.
There you go. Everyone has a phone.
Yes. So the next thing we got is ZeniMax was awarded $500 million in the Oculus lawsuit. So they were in lawsuit with ZeniMax was in a lawsuit with Oculus. They won the lawsuit. John Carmack, who created the Oculus or is in charge of the Oculus, stole the VR technology from ZeniMax. So
I mean, because like the Oculus is like they were working with ZeniMax at the time to make VR. ZeniMax backed out apparently, saying like, okay, we don't want to move forward with it. Oculus left, and they got bought by Facebook.
Yep.
So Facebook, Oculus, and then they created the Oculus Rift. But then it later came out that in order to create the Oculus, they stole technology that ZeniMax still had. So it wasn't technically their technology, Oculus's technology, to use. So this is like the legal stuff that, I mean, like us as video game players, we don't really see the legal side of stuff, but I mean, it does have big repercussions in the industry. I mean, like that 500 million, that's a lot of money.
Yeah.
So
if you really think about it, that can buy quite a bit for you. That can 500 million can do quite a bit for anybody in their life. Yeah. So
I mean, and then stealing trade secrets is like it's a big deal, obviously, because I mean, this went to court. They said like they had a settlement. So I mean, companies take this seriously, and like the law that deals with trade secrets is like pretty serious.
Yeah,
so.
Absolutely. So good one for ZeniMax there, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, in other Nintendo news.
More Nintendo.
Let's see. Nintendo Online. So if you guys remember when our Switch video or when the Switch was announced, they announced that you are going to have to pay to use their online service. Now everyone was kind of in a huge uproar about it, and which I mean is a little understandable, but at the same time we're already paying for PlayStation and Xbox. But the big thing about PlayStation and Xbox is how much do we pay for that every year, Zach? That's about $50 a year.
Yeah, I think I pay 50 for. I think it is
50 or 60.
Yeah, 50 or 60 for Xbox Live a year.
Yep. However, with Nintendo Online, it's looking to be more between $17 and $26 for an entire year.
Yeah, which is, I mean, that's pretty low.
That is extremely low.
They might have it like that low because, I don't know, maybe they're just going to keep it, like they could have it as a tier thing. So, okay, say you pay like $17 like a year, so maybe you get like a free game or no free games, and then if you pay the most, then you can get like 3 free games a year or like 2 free games or a game a month or something. I don't know. So they could stagger it like that, which would be an incentive to pay more, and then you would get more, and then Nintendo would get more money. So I mean, it's a win-win.
You know what would be actually pretty interesting? So I don't know if you know this, but PlayStation Online, they have this thing called PlayStation. What's it called? PlayStation View or something like that.
Oh yeah.
It's basically you get to, if you pay a certain subscription every month, I believe it's between $20 and $50. You get an X amount of television channels, and you can watch television on your PlayStation.
Yeah.
What if Nintendo did something like that, or is thinking of doing something like that?
Yeah.
And the reason they have their online service so low is so that people can do, also subscribe to this and, this television service. And, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like that could lead to a bunch of other services. Like, okay, say you're paying the 17, which is the lowest, and then you can add more things as you go up the payment. So you could get more things the more you pay, which is an incentive to pay more because you're getting more, which is fine.
Absolutely. So yeah, I mean, I think whatever Nintendo's planning for such a low yearly cost for their online service.
They have a plan. Like, they've planned this out. This isn't just like a reaction. This isn't just like a short-sighted plan. They have planned pretty much everything about the Switch out. People are thinking like, oh, they're just releasing it. No, everything about the Switch is so planned right now. I mean, Nintendo isn't just doing this. They want the Switch to succeed. So everything they're doing has been planned so many months and almost years in advance.
Mm-hmm. And that's what good companies do. So
yeah.
And on top of that, they're also thinking of VR. So how awesome would it be to get VR, Legend of Zelda, Breath of the Wild, VR? Oh, man.
Yeah, I mean, like, the Switch is, like, it's pretty big. I mean, like, the Switch is, like, this big. But, I mean, if you have, like, a VR thing that hooks up to your face, and then you could have the controllers, and then, I mean, I could see it. It would have to be right.
Those controllers would work perfectly for a VR system.
Yeah, exactly. You just take them off, and you have them already.
Yeah. Obviously, it would have to be a VR system specifically designed for the Nintendo Switch, but it would still be awesome nonetheless, I think.
Yeah, I mean, it could, if Nintendo sees potential in it and they see that they can they could do it well, I think they'll move forward with it just because it's easy, and I mean, it's not easy, but it'd be easy for them to sell units if they did it.
And hopefully, if they do go through with it, hopefully they can figure out a good price point, because just out of curiosity, I did look up the price for the PlayStation VR, $300. Holy crap!
Yeah, it's a lot. I mean, I could see it like, okay, say the Twitch comes out 2 years down the line, like it's sold pretty well, and then they announce like a VR thing. So like 2 years from now, I could see them doing VR.
Oh yeah, that'd be fun.
Yeah.
Next we get the NES Classic, so that
little NES thing
little
that came
tiny
out.
Guy that you can get off
It was
Amazon.
around Christmas. Yeah, Christmas last year. I mean, like, those things are reselling for like $700.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Reselling them.
But Nintendo announced that they sold over 1.5 million of those things. Like,
yeah.
Wow.
Well, I mean, that sold more than any console like last holiday. I mean, the NES, which is like 30 years old, sold more than like some of the consoles that are brand new almost. So.
Yep.
I mean, it shows that people still like the classics and they still like the old school games, and they're still willing to buy the old school games. And,
yeah.
I mean, it's good to go back and play the originals, and like, okay, so you can play the original Mario and see how it's evolved, or just like school things.
Yeah, it's definitely got a lot of appreciative value for it. So, next we have Elder Scrolls Online. Okay, so I played Elder Scrolls the beta before it came out. I didn't like it that much. I couldn't run it very well on my computer because my computer is really just a big piece of crap. As I say that, it'll probably stop recording. But anyway, it was pretty good. Some people thought it was pretty good, but eventually did fall to a free to play model. But it is by far the best free to play model on the market.
Yeah, I mean, they've really put a lot into that game.
Yeah,
I mean,
they have.
It came out and like it was popular, and then it kind of almost died out. I mean, and they switched up the model, and they've been giving all these updates to it. I mean, like they definitely did not abandon that game, which is good. I mean, because
it's really good. I mean, the basic thing is right now, if you buy the game, you get to play it. You get to just play whatever.
Yeah.
I think you get to play all the way up to the current expansion. I'm not 100% sure, but the reason we bring them up is they just announced that their next expansion after this one that's coming out, their Homestead expansion. After the Homestead expansion, they announced that Morrowind will be coming to Elder Scrolls Online, and a lot of people are really hyped about that.
Yeah, I mean that's like everyone's like, oh, I wish I could go back and play Morrowind, and like I see on Reddit they're like, oh, the new like Skyrim didn't have enough RPG elements, and
Yeah.
like, oh, I want to go back to Morrowind. So I mean, obviously, they were listening, like,
Yep.
so I mean they went back to Morrowind and hope maybe they'll give players more of what they were asking for, or been asking for in the Elder Scrolls games. So that's exciting. I mean, that's definitely an incentive to check the game out. I mean, I see it on Xbox One. It's always on sale. So I
Oh
mean,
yeah.
it's like one of these times I'm gonna pick it up and give it a good playthrough.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
I mean, I hear it's really good, and they've like pretty much turned it around completely, and it's actually like a really good MMO.
Yeah, it's if it's between if you know I used to be a pretty huge WoW fan. If it's not
Yeah,
WoW, I'd rather be playing ESO or Final Fantasy 14.
yeah.
Which is a good segue into our next segment. Is Final Fantasy 12 remaster? What's it called?
The Zodiac Age.
Okay, Final Fantasy 12 Zodiac Age, which is a remaster of Final Fantasy 12. Originally came out on the PS2,
Yep.
is coming out for the PS4 on July 11th. Yeah,
Yep.
July 11th.
July 11th, 2017, PlayStation 4 exclusive. So if you got a PlayStation 4, you're one of the lucky people. I can't play it because Square Enix hates Xbox gamers. They hate Microsoft. They don't want to release anything from Microsoft. They hate it. They hate Microsoft. They hate Xbox. They hate me.
Well, that's what you get for buying an Xbox.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, it's like, I mean, if I can get the main Final Fantasy series still, I guess I'm okay. Because I mean, I have Final Fantasy 12, the original. I still have the disc, so I mean, I could buy a PlayStation 2 and play it.
Yeah, yeah, you can still play it, but you won't have the beautiful remastered version like I will.
Those sweet HD graphics. So
Oh yes, because remaster everything is the perfect way to make a bunch of money.
yeah.
But yeah, that's it that we got so far as the news goes. Is there anything in particular we want to discuss in depth about this? Probably should have
I don't know.
discussed that before, but
I don't know. This seems just like a pretty. I mean, it's not like it's super exciting week for news, like video
yeah,
game news. I mean, it's interesting. There's new game releases and there's some like upcoming things to look forward to and like games and stuff. So
oh,
some release.
I also did see that. The fuck is that game called? Resident Evil 7. They just had the new DLC release this week. It's only been out for a week, hasn't it?
Yeah, I mean it came out last week.
And they're already releasing DLC for it. So I guess people, I don't know. I'm literally shooting from the hip when I say this. People might be beating it pretty quick.
Yeah, I mean it's when I've looked it up, it's one of the shorter Resident Evil. I mean, Resident Evil games they started off like fairly short games, and then into like 4 and 5 and 6, they like started like getting up to like 20 hours of gameplay. But Resident Evil 7, I think it's right around like 6, 7 hours, like 9 if you're. So I mean, that's a relatively short game, but that's fine. I mean, if they want to tell a story and have gameplay 9 hours, and then 9 hours are exciting and you like it, I feel like that's money well spent.
Oh yeah, I would say.
Because
So.
I mean, they could have bloated it to 12, 13, 20 hours and then had just a bunch of filler, and then the game wouldn't be as good.
Yeah.
So,
but
yeah, people are playing it, people are buying it, so I still need to pick it up.
I don't know if I will pick it up. I don't like scary games.
Ooh, yeah, I hear it's one of the scariest games to come out in a long time.
Yeah.
They say it's scary.
Yeah. I just seen some footage. I shit myself. So
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know if my stomach can handle that one.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think that's all we got. We'll be coming back at you next week if they're with some more news. So stay tuned. All right.
Yeah. I mean, I think we'll try to turn this into a regular thing if we can.
Absolutely.
Give the news whenever we can, and
Yeah, why not?
Updated. Stay updated. It's good for us to be updated too.
Good for everyone to be updated.
So, yeah, and then we're gonna record on Sunday? We're gonna record a main episode.
Sunday we're recording episode 4 of Chris and Zach Attack.
Ooh, we still got to pick a topic. Oh, I'm excited.
Oh, be excited. All right.
Oh, yeah, look at this face.
Oh my god. Yeah. All right. So, no, this way. We gotta do high five. Ready?
Which way do I go? This way?
Yes, but
This way.
bring it back, and clap. All right.
There we got it. Cool.
Yes. All right. So enough horse cracking around. See you
Yeah.
guys on
Bye.
whenever we get that other one uploaded. So
Whenever we feel like it.
toodaloo.
Bye.